sites that could be harmful to children.
But now there's growing calls to go even further and pass laws to make sure that kids aren't being taken advantage of if they're featured in social media content that's turning a profit.
All right, Fox 5's Arthur Chan breaks down the ins and outs of how it would all work.
This happens quite often when you're raising children.
For years, millions turned to parenting influencer Ruby Frank, a Utah mother of 6, for parenting advice. Examples of larger-than-life personas in the multi-billion-dollar industry of family vlogging and parenting influencers. That was until Frank and her fellow YouTube influencer, Jody Hildebrandt, were convicted of child abuse earlier this year.
Step up, please. Thank you. Go and face that officer.
The two women pled guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse. Frank's son was found covered in wounds. His ankles and wrists were duct taped, and he told police Hildebrandt...
Wait a second, man. What's going on here? You telling me y'all forcing kids these days to cooperate to make some videos? Man, come on, parents, what y'all doing? God, you guys are 1955 slave beating them. That's what they doing. Look at his wrist. Look at the boy's foot. And then after they beat the hell out the boy, they wrap his arm in tape. Make that make sense. Man, I don't know what to tell you on this, but these parents gotta go. You see, that's why I be trying to tell y'all about some of these influencers out here. Y'all be thinking it's handy and dandy. Oh my God, look at them in $1 million house. Look at them in a $100,000 car. Look at them. Meanwhile, look at their kids. Ain't they kids great? Just look at those kids, the Brady Bunch family, and then turn around. And as soon as that camera click off, she whacking the hell out of them for not acting straight while the camera was on. I believe that. I believe about 30-40% is like that. You heard what they said. This is a Utah YouTuber influencer that everybody looked up for their family thing. All the families around the world looked up to her. Oh my gosh, you got great kids. You got a great family. And meanwhile, she whacking the hell out the boy and aggravating assaulting the hell out the boy. Got to go. Send her to prison ASAP, immediately, right now.
Tied him up with ropes while using cayenne pepper to dress his cuts. The once harmless image of family vlogging was thrust into the spotlight.
You have your really horrible examples of Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrandt that have both been recently sentenced to jail as parenting influencers that got very popular. It's also, even for well-meaning parents, it's really difficult here because your kids, especially your young kids, can't meaningfully consent.
While children whose parents use them for social media content aren't given the choice of consent, lawmakers in Illinois have passed a law to make sure they're at least compensated. Specifically, the new law ensures children under 16 years old who appear on their parents' social media where the parents are compensated for content receive a portion of that revenue to go into a trust fund that the child can access when they...
I actually like this law. Yeah. Spook Benjamin like that law to compensate the child that's under 16. Now, pretty much, I don't know how you're going to compensate a 3 or 4-year-old or a 5-year-old. I don't know how you're going to do that. But at 16, 15, and 14, and 13, yeah, that's a good idea. And put it in a trust fund for them so they could go off to college or something or do something miraculous in life. Spook like that, yeah. They're a little bit, 15 to 10 years, a little bit too late. They should have been. As soon as they released social media, they should have been released this law.
Turn 18. While New York State recently passed a law protecting children from addictive algorithms, Andrew Zach with the Family Online Safety Institute says New York should also adopt the Illinois law.
So it's more about how kids themselves and minors are using the apps. The Illinois focus is much more on kids who are part of their parents' social media accounts. And so both absolutely need protection.
Protections for children where concerns of abuse.
Golly, look at this boy. Man, I feel bad for this boy. I'm trying to tell you, they done dungeon slave style his ass. And this ain't even on no funny joke here, but damn. this boy is beaten up pretty badly. I'm talking about his hands is like this. They done took the boy's hand and the boy's ankle and shaculated it. Yeah, that's a new word, shaculated it. Yeah, that's what they did to him. And then turn around and put duct tape over it. What? Nah, y'all can't be treating y'all flesh and blood son like this. No.
Are far from minor. Arthur Chien, Fox 5 News.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification for Spook. And don't forget to follow, to subscribe to my new channel, Spook Benjamin 2. All you gotta do is put Spook Benjamin and the number 2 and subscribe to the new channel. Anyways, let's get back to this episode here.
Today was the first day of testimony in the trial of a man accused of killing a transgender woman in Highland Park.
But the proceedings ended abruptly when the defendant fell asleep. CBS News Detroit's Andres Gutierrez joins us from 30th District Court with what exactly happened in that courtroom.
Well, before this morning's proceedings got underway, the defendant, Carlos Scotland, was talking to his attorney, mouthing something to someone in the gallery. But once the first witness took the stand, well, he couldn't stay awake.
Mrs. Scotland, are you okay?
Many in the courtroom saw this as pure disrespect.
Is your client still awake?
Carlos Scotland dozing off as the lead investigator recounted the inconsistencies during his interrogation of the 18-year-old charged with the June 2023 murder of Asia Davis at the Woodward.
Hold on. Do a U-turn. Spin the block back. Hold on. Wait a second. What we have? What? Atlanta Martin? She fooled. Okay, I get it. I don't know to justify the act or not, but I get it. You've been duped. You've been tricked. You've been bamboozled. She tricked you. Yeah. She said, I'm going to hold it down for a real one. But guess what? When it was time to, dive in, you noticed there was nothing to dive in about. You couldn't dive in that. If anything, that's what was waiting for you. Golly, it's getting real out here. Telling me this is a dude right here. This is a dude. Nah, man. We living in Revelations. We living in the last days. We are living in the last days. If you're telling me this is a man that transformed into a woman, it's getting too real out here, too clean out here. No.
Of Asia Davis at the Woodward Inn.
Did the defendants ever suggest that there was some type of altercation in the room?
Yes.
Okay. And when you look at that picture, sir, is there anything that would suggest there was a struggle or altercation in that room?
Not at all.
MSP Detective James Plummer says Scotland eventually admitted to shooting Davis.
And could you tell us, what did he say as it relates to that, sir?
That he, after the victim swung at him, that he shot the victim in the face or neck area.
Okay. And are you familiar with the medical examiner's report in this case, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And was the victim shot in the face or the neck, sir?
No.
In fact, where was she actually shot?
In the back of the head.
Literally in the back of the head at close range, correct?
Yes.
Did he ever correct that part of it?
No.
Scotland initially claimed it was all done in self-defense after she allegedly attacked him with a knife.
He initially...
Nah, that wasn't no self-defense, my boy. You're going to have to go down and take this L. Your funky ass going to have to take this L. Because what you should have looked for was this right here. You see that? Do you see this right here? This Adam's apple. You should have looked for that note, that bass. And I know they got a note or a bass in there. Yeah, you could deceive me with the appearance, but you can't deceive me with the voice. Until mankind fix that, then our hope is lost. Yeah. And then look at this sergeant officer here. He over here, smiling a little bit like, hey man, let me keep it $150 with y'all. This is what happened. She said, meet me at the hotel. She gonna bust it down for a real one. Dude said, I bet. Didn't check for no Adam's apple. Didn't check for no bass in that voice. Even though I know she probably did have it. And then, when it was time to bust it down, she bust this open right here, there. The stick. And then that's when dude said, what the hell? Whoa. And then that's when dude said, you know what? It's over with you. We gonna end it right here, right then and there.
He said that the knife, that he had took the knife and discarded it in a field He then recanted that and said that the victim swung at him with a closed right fist while possessing a phone in the victim's left hand.
And did he ever say where the knife was that he claims was there?
He provided great detail initially, looking at a map as to where he discarded this knife before saying that there was no knife.
And just as the detective was getting into details about how Scotland and Davis ended up meeting that fateful night, Scotland's episode began. Eventually, his attorney told the judge another inmate allegedly slipped Scotland 3 pills before coming to court, causing the drowsiness and forcing the judge to adjourn for the day.
The defense always prolongs the thing. I don't know why they think it's in their best interest to prolong it or make it even longer when inevitably he was already found competent. So it's only a matter of time, but I'm very confident that Asia Davis is.
Hold on, ma'am. You sure you ain't one too? Ma'am, you sure you ain't one too? Cause I sense a little bass in that voice. I don't know. But rest in peace to her or he or she. We don't know. We confused. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in with Spook. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Spook appreciate y'all. Spook Benjamin signing out, and I love y'all.